everyone and welcome to another video. So this is a pick a pile reading. Don't really know the question yet, but the title will probably have it by the time I've edited this and stuff. But it's literally just pick a star. So we have these 3 stars, or you could pick the cats that you see, whatever one you're drawn to. We have a fluorite starfish for pile 1. A rhodonite star for pile 2. A tiger's eye star for pile 3. Or you can go by the cats, whatever one you like. So we're going to take a deep breath and just pick the pile you're drawn to. I think the question I'm going to use is what's coming up for the rest of the month. I think that would probably be the best one, and see like the positive vibes and energies that are coming. And we're going to be using the Star Spinner Tarot for elaborations, and that's the other tarot that's in this. So pile 1, you're okay. Pile 1, so you're up and you have your little fluoride starfish. I just forgot what it was, what type of star it was. So let's get into your cards. So we have imagination. We'll read the back of that in a second. This guy is called Z. Your positivity card is begin. Your fairy oracle is new beginning. So again, wow, what? Begin and a begin there. Now you guys had 2 oracle cards jump out as well while I was shuffling. 2 came out, and we have Ghost of the Pumpkin Patch, count your blessings. 2 Little Witches, magical space clearing time. Just put them 2 together. So look at your tarot. 5 of coins. Ace of wands. God, new beginnings there. Look at that. And the 6 of cups. So give me a moment. It's a lot of mishmash, but there is a theme of something beginning. These 2 are really sticking out to me. Like, we'll look at the new beginnings, and it says here, the fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. So if you have an idea and it's come to come to your mind, nurture it and like help it grow. Like, never go with the first idea. That's the whole point. Never go with the first idea. Okay, that's the point of ideas, is that they're supposed to like begin and then evolve as you go. And then with these 2, the Ghost of the Pumpkin Patch, count your blessings. So don't take other things for granted. I feel, don't take anything for granted. Like, if you have an idea and you have the means to fulfill this idea, go for it. And I just realized that the cat was imagination. Oh my god, this is coming together really well. So don't, like, count your blessings. As I said, don't take things for granted, and let things pass you by. So take the chances when you get them. 2 witches. I know there's a 2. There's 2 people here in this card as well. Magical space clearing time. So maybe it's time to declutter who's in your friendship circle and who's allowed in and who's allowed out, kind of thing. Who needs to cut ties. Let's just check the cash. So we have little Z here, and he goes, meet Z. He might look like an ordinary house cat, but in fact he is one. He doesn't come from outer space or from a far off land. He lives just around the corner. He is the maker of his own kittyverse. He is constantly recreating himself to mirror the infinite possibilities of his imagination. Today he's purple and green, but tomorrow might be made of flowers, and the next day he might have stars. Wow, for eyes. We are all in a constant state of becoming. We don't need to always stick to the familiar ABC. Sometimes we reach for Z. So this is saying, like, no one is a millionaire straight away. Do you know what I mean? Unless they're born into it. But the kid, in that sense, like the baby here, is not the millionaire. The parents are, if that makes sense. So the kid has an idea. He has to make his own way. They're just, or in the sense of an ordinary day person. The next door neighbour could be the next inventor of a new car or something. You don't know. Like, it's always the ordinary people that do the incredible things. Now we see the 5 of coins here, so we know that you want to do this idea, but you're tight with money, or you don't have the means for that. And I could see, like, there's this woman here. I love this version of it. Like, the woman is like a queen, but the child is being hidden, so she's putting this mask on to look the part, but her home life is suffering, or she doesn't have the money to even feed her child. That's usually what the 5 of coins is. Like, you're tight with money and you don't know where to begin, and you'll want to be on the side where the grass is always greener. And then we see the Ace of Wands here. So an idea does come to you, and it is a new beginning. There's a lot of beginnings here, so that's just straightforward there. So an idea comes to get you out of this rut here. Then we have the 6 of Cups. So the 6 of Cups is about a childhood or nostalgia kind of thing. So there's someone in your past who maybe you need to let go of in order to move on, because this is what the clearing was. I think you do need to let go of someone. We can do more clarifications with the Star Tarot here. Star Spinner Tarot, sorry. Do more clarifications. Oh, too many jumps. We got a King of Swords. Death card. I say death card, it doesn't say death. And I'll pull one from the middle. We have the 7 of Swords. And the bottom of the deck is the King of Coins. I see this now. I'll look at the bottom of the deck in a second. So if we take these two together, you're very strict and very stubborn. Clearly you're stubborn, okay? You're stubborn about asking for help. You're stubborn about how to get out of this. And you're stubborn like, well, you know what? I don't really need to do that idea. Someone else will do it. But no one else will do it if it's your idea. So there's a beginning. You need to start somewhere. And how can you start somewhere if you don't do anything? But unlike the Queen of Swords, the King is very stern and stubborn and strict. But the Queen of Swords is very... She does let people in, but she won't let them in fully. Whereas this is a king, so it's like, oh, no, I'm not letting anyone in. This idea that you have, this Ace of Wands, is going to happen eventually, but there's a big change that has to happen. And it's the Death card, which is all about change, and like, it's the birthing of a new idea, it's the birthing of good news. Like, there's something coming, and you probably do ignore this King of Swords eventually, but you know, there is a big change coming. As we saw, I was telling you to let go of this person from your past. We have the 7 of Swords, and you've probably feeling regret that you did let them go, or that they were holding you back, and they still are. Like, the memory of them is still holding you back, which is not a good thing regardless. And then we had the King of Coins. This is the energy of the deck, so it's the beginning of how to get you to be a King of Coins. Not a King of Swords being stubborn. You need to become a King of Coins to be an entrepreneur in a way, to get this beginning of this idea coming your way. I feel like I need another deck. I'm going to get the Work Your Light Oracle. Let's see. So I'll say this is probably coming at the end of the month, I feel. This is in 2-3 months' time. If it doesn't come... Oh, hello. This one jumped out. Do 3 of them. That one jumped as well. And this one. Okay. This is just to clarify the energy and such and what the theme is. We have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, as seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. See, plan and foundation, do you know? Like, there's a lot of groundwork that needs to be done here. In order to begin, like, how can you start an idea if you don't start, like, how can you get an idea rolling if you don't do anything? And ask the universe for help here. Then we have protection. So this is call back your power. Cut the cords. See? Cut the cords here, like cut clean. cut the cords. Look at that. And cut the cords with this person from your past. You need to cut it, because call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. This person hurt you, okay? No matter how many good memories you have with them, they hurt you, okay? You can't take that back, what they did, okay? So that's protecting yourself. You need to protect yourself. And the last one here is the age of life. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So if you believe in reincarnation, all that, you know this idea has been there all your life. And we know that it's been a hard journey. And, you know, you're counting your blessings, as we said, you're counting your blessings. Because you know you now have the means to get this idea going. Get the ball rolling. Get the snowball effect going. And yeah, okay. So there's an idea coming here. It's very vague. I'm sorry that it's very vague. But yeah. So protect yourself, but cut your ties from that person from your past, okay? So group 1, that is your reading. We're going to go on to group number 2. Okay, group 2, you're up next. You have the Rhodonite star here. And you have this lovely little cat. Very tranquil. And it's synchronicity, and this is Lexi. And we'll get to Lexi in a minute. Your positivity card is All Is Well. Nice. Your fairy card is Journey. Go to your tarot cards in a second. We have Sewer Mermaid. Your sensuality is beautiful. And we have Fairy of the Highlands. It's time to be brave. She looks like a little Scottish. She looks like brave. We have the 2 of Coins, the 5 of Wands, and the Hermit. The journey thing is really sticking out, because everything else looks like it goes with that all is well. But let's see what it says. So it says, it's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready. When the time comes, pack your passport now. Well, I don't think it'd be a passport, but I think it's just saying that there is going to be a very long road ahead. Let's see what the cat spirit card says. So, meet Lexi. She passed into our world through the divine nexus of a series of unlikely events. Wow, because there was a series of unlikely events that happened. She arrives at the precise moment when she is needed most. That's okay, so she's a Nanny McPhee. Cat. As if answering a silent prayer, she appears with a perfect and sweet antidote to our fears and struggles. You will not know when it is coming, but when she arrives, your heart will open, the air will sparkle, and your world will awaken with new life, because all is well. Oh my god. Coincidence, maybe. A beautiful mystery? Certainly. Watch how her paw prints as they glimmer and meander through your life. All is well. You see, that does actually make sense with her, actually. Okay. So maybe this journey, maybe it's time to be brave and actually take that little journey, even if it's just down the country or something. I don't think it would be like abroad, given what's the world situation is. But I do see this, and I do see that your sensuality is beautiful. So this is more your appeal. So you don't have to look the part. You just feel it. Like you feel the confidence. I always say this one's like the confidence card. Let's see. So with the 2 of Pentacles, you're balancing this idea. You're unsure of, should I stay or should I go? Should I go on this holiday or not? And that's the whole thing here. And we see the 5 of Wands. It's where you're just in conflict with yourself, I feel. This is more like you're in conflict with yourself. But you do need this alone time. You do need this journey, because the Hermit... Actually, yeah, the Hermit does go on a journey. Oh my god. That does sync up, actually. Synchronicity. Oh my goodness. So yeah, the whole point is that the Hermit does go on a journey, and he finds that pilgrimage, and so you're trying to find the balance between this conflict within yourself here, but you do need to do this journey. So let's see what else it says. one kind of jumped. Oh, we got fortitude, which is strength. Five of coins. And the king of coins. I've shuffled this, so they probably want to tell you something that group 1 had as well. So this balance, you need to have the strength to let go of some things as well. Like the strength to keep balance is hard, okay? You're allowed lose balance, okay? It's not the end of the world. But we need to know that you have the strength to do it, because you are brave. Like, you see this, like, you are a brave person, because it is time to be brave. And it is a scary time in the world right now to take a trip or a holiday. And maybe it is time, but maybe not abroad, I feel. Just putting it out there, not abroad, but maybe like go to a different state or do a quick road trip or something. And then we see the 5 of wands and the 5 of coins, so there's 2 5s here. And I feel like you're in conflict with yourself because you don't have the means to do the big holiday. And you're in arguments with yourself. I feel like you're in argument with yourself going, I do need to do it. I have the strength to do it, but I don't have the money to do it. But there are ways you can do holidays without spending hundreds of dollars or money in that sense. And then we see that when you do go on this journey, you come back as a king of coins. So with this, you're going to be a bit on your own. Do that journey, because all is well. Like, it's fine. It's not fine, but it is fine. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not. It's on the road to being well, if that makes sense. And we see that, you do take this route of being on your own for a bit and come back as a king of coins. You come back successful. You come back more down to earth. And there's a rabbit and a rabbit. See that? You come back more strong, I feel. Let's do your oracle for the work your light here. Pull 3 cards. One. Wow, we got a yes card. And 3, sisterhood. Wow! What lights you up? Okay, so this is kind of like synchronicity. Like, she looks very, peaceful and full of light. And they even did say that the air would glitter or glimmer. Where is it? The air will sparkle when she's around. So there is a sense of like, what lights you up? Like, what light is drawing you? Like, what place in your mind comes to you straight away where you want to go on a holiday? What lights you up? Like, we obviously know that, like, sensuality as well. With the water here, and the water here is like there's a flow. You know your worth. You know your worth. Like, that's it. You know your worth, and like how you're beautiful. And like, I know this is kind of funny that it's a sewer mermaid, and you're like, sewer, but like, if she had a rinsed off, she's pretty again. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's that kind of thing. Like, it's one of those things where sensuality is like beauty is skin deep, and it's more like your inside, your soul is more attractive. So what lights you up in that sense as well? And then, like, with the blue here and the blue sky on the positivity card there, it does show you that there is something there that lights you up. So maybe travel does light you up, And it says yes, just say yes. I don't really need to point out what this card would mean. Maybe wherever you're thinking of going, go there. But obviously do it within the rules and regulations, please. Don't be going, I'm going to go to Paris. And you're like, it's not really a good time to do that. Like, go on a road trip, see your own country maybe, in that sense. So maybe just, it's a yes for this journey, and a yes to all this stuff, all this stuff that was going on. The last one here is Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic and teacher. See this, like the hermit is also a teacher, I find. They've been on a journey, they've been through life, they've been through the mill, okay? They've been through it. And what was it? It was beauty and devotion there, so that mermaid came up again. So maybe it's time for like a little girl's trip or sisterhood. Sisterhood also means like feminine energy. So if you're a guy, you go, right, you probably need to hang out with your friends who are girls or whatever it is, whoever it brings to mind. Maybe just go, hey, do you want to go on a quick like weekend trip somewhere? That kind of thing. Obviously platonic, please, whatever floats your boat, but be careful out there. And I do feel like there is a trip coming up. You have to say yes, because this is going to strengthen you. And it's scary, because some of you may be scared with what the world is right now, and it's scary not knowing what's what. And it's time to be brave, really. It's time to be brave and have the strength to get through it. So yeah, group 2, that is your reading. I will leave that there, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye. Finally, group 3. So it's your turn. You're the little tiger's eye star. Okay, let's get into your cards. So I have this little cat. It's called Paradox, and his name is Stardust, or her. He. We'll get onto him in a minute. Your positivity card is be uniquely you. Your fairy card, that fool, literally jumped. That was a fool card, and it jumped. The inner child. Okay, so uniquely you is probably something to do with your inner child work. I'll just scoot you that way. I might have hit the camera when I was sorting stuff. We'll get to the tarot cards in a second. So your oracle cards are the Violet Duchess, stifled, bored and stuck. You're feeling bored. Clockwork Pumpkin is a wonderful idea, an aha moment. Your cards were the Magician, the 7 of Coins, and the Fool, which this leapt out while I was pulling things out, so give me a moment. I do feel like being unique is something to do with your inner child, and you want to let this out, this energy. You can see the brightness here, this little bit of energy, but obviously given the situation at hand, I'm stuck at home, I'm bored, do we have to keep doing this? And you have all these skills, this is what the Clockwork card is saying as well. You have these skills with the Magician. There's a lot of skills here. Like, you want to tinker, you want to do things with your hands, kind of thing. You want to make things, but obviously with the way things are, maybe you can't reach those certain things. The 7 of Coins is all about being patient. You need to be patient. I love how this is like a Children of Lear card, but this is where you need to be patient. You have to step back and let things bloom and grow and be patient. Like, once you're patient, you can take those leaps. Like, we have the Fool here. There will be a chance to take that leap of faith with your skills. There will be a chance for that. Let's go to this inner child card here. The Fairies of Playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps you young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. It even tells you to stay safe. So you're like, I want to be a child and I'm going to do a bungee jump without the bungee cord. Yeah, that's not safe. Do you know what I mean? Like, that kind of stupidity. But that's part of you. Like, that is part of you. The childish kind of demeanor you have. And that's also the Fool in a way. Like, the Fool is very... just does it. Like, he doesn't care. He just jumps. That's it. Like, he jumps and does it. But in this reading, like, it's telling you to wait, to jump. Wait, there'll be a right time to jump. It's like, wait. Not yet. No. That kind of thing. Oh yeah, we'll get onto before I shuffle, we'll do the cat. This is Stardust. So let's read what Stardust says. So this is about Paradox. Meet Stardust. He is the convergence of opposites. He is the dark and the light. He is a magician. Are you for real? He's a magician. Look at that. That turns everything on its head, pawing at the paradox. He travels the galaxies with his best friends, Free Will and Destiny. We haven't met those cats yet, so Free Will and Destiny are part of it. No one knows where one begins and the other ends. He sees the good in the evil and the evil in the good. With every blessing that there is a tragedy, and within every tragedy there is a blessing. We think we know what is what, but Stardust throws everything into question. Let the paradox open up our thinking and our perspective. So this is kind of a Hanged Man and a Magician card. It's basically saying, like we were all caught off guard with what's happening in the world right now. Okay, we were all caught off guard, and he's just turned the world upside down. This little cat. It's this guy's fault. We'll say that. He's turned it upside down, and it's making you question everything you know. So that's probably why we're feeling bored and stifled, because you're like, I'm done. I'm tired. Do I have to keep thinking of why? Do I have to keep thinking why? And I want to go out and do things. He's a magician of his own word, and we saw that, like magician there. He's very unique in himself, so you need to be uniquely yourself as well. And he's a very, when I said pawing, I thought of like, that's what kittens do when they're like, playing as well. They'll paw at things, so you do need to look into your inner child work, maybe do some meditation on that. Let's elaborate these cards here. Whoa, we got two flipped and upside down here. I'm going to take that one. We got Temperance, got the World. I'm going to take the bottom one here, and we got the Hierophant. 3 majors. What? Okay, let's see this. So, with your skills, you need to find the balance. Like, I love how there's red and yellow here on both the cards. You need to find the balance to not just constantly be focused on work. Okay, you need to have the time to have fun. As we saw here, you need to have time to have fun and just be yourself. Like, be you. Like, who was you before you had your job? Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not always the CEO of the company or always the manager. Do you know what I mean? You're not always on manager mode. You have to unwind and, be silly. You have to be silly. You have to let out the goofiness, do you know? So maybe it's time to find a balance between the work and play, if that makes sense. Then we have the 7 of coins and the World here. This is all about being patient. You need to wait and let things grow. And we do see it does happen. The World is about a new door opening, new seasons happening, change is coming, big change is coming, which is great. And that's when it does happen, and then you can take your leap of faith. And with the faith, we also have the leap of faith. We have the Hierophant. The Hierophant means you probably take a leap and find a teacher or a spirit guide or something. Like, it's not, maybe you leap back into the old ways to learn how to help the new ways. So, like I only learned the other day that, well, like, what was it? The new hybrid cars that are being made now, there's a thing called a dynamo in it. A dynamo is a type of a copper coiled engine that was made hundreds of years ago, and we're now using it now. So you see, those kind of things, like things that were made in the past are being made now. So there's tinkering being made, you see, and they're helping the old things are helping the new things. So maybe they just didn't have they didn't have the technology or whatever, but it's just showing you that take the chance when it comes and think about what needs to be looked at, or maybe you seek a teacher for something. Seek a teacher of how to be fun. Okay, let's do your oracle here. The work your light. We have, oh my god, take a break. My goodness. We have no, that didn't feel right. You know when you pull it, you're like, no, that's not going with the theme. Let's see which one jumps out. We have trust your path. And we have priestess. Right, let's see what this says. So, take a break. Maybe take a break from this stifling boredom phase, do you know? Take a break from this kind of clockwork kind of boredom thing. You're on the same conveyor belt. Oh my god, I'm bored. I'm on a hamster wheel. Like, take a break from that hamster wheel kind of phase. Do you know? Go outside or something and play. But it says, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. It says it right there. Look, it says it right there. Get off the treadmill. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So, say if you are worried about your skills being dwindled, you can get a teacher, as we saw with the Hierophant there. And we know that you need to find balance, okay? This whole path of waiting here and looking for a new chapter, and even taking the leap and looking for a teacher or going back to traditional ways to find an answer, trust the path that you're on, okay? You may be thinking, I'm bored, I don't want to do anything. And maybe that's what the universe is telling you to do, is also just sit back and relax, because we saw this with the 7 of coins here. Like, we saw that clearly with the 7 of coins. Like, you need to be patient, okay? A watch pot never boils. That's the phrase, that's the saying, that's how it is. Like, if you watched paint dry, it's going to be wet for ages because you're watching it. You know, if you go away and forget about it, like the way you do manifestation things, like you write it down, whatever you do, fold it away, tear it up, whatever you do in your ritual, throw away and forget about it, but trust the path you're on, okay? And just let things go, okay? Last but not least, we have the priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Okay, so how are you being... Well, we see that here with the Hierophant. Maybe you're being called to be a teacher or a leader in some sense. Or maybe you're looking at... what's another one there I was looking at? The magician there actually is another one. The magician would be like a manager or someone who has like very high-end skills. And this is how you were very practical with things, but maybe now you need to be more spiritual with things, or think things through before doing them. So maybe how you're about to lead is how you're supposed to more like sit back and like relax and chill. Like, be the person who starts the trend of, guys, we need to just chill and have fun. Can we just have fun? Can we do that? Okay, group 3. That's your group. That's your reading. Very interesting. I just want to see what the bottom of the deck said for yours, because yours was very it's very like career driven. It's very like you need to work out between leisure and work. And we have the Page of Coins. Page of Coins. You need to go back to learning things about your career. Maybe learn something new. Like, you may have all the skills, but you know, we're always learning, so maybe that's the thing you need to do for your reading here. That's the energy I'm getting there. Okay, so group 3, that is the last of the readings. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you all very soon in the next video, and stay safe. Bye.